Hi everyone, my name is Finley Jones and today I'll be analysing Woolworths' pricing strategy during Australia's recent inflationary period. In this presentation, I'll explore how Woolworths' pricing behaviour has been influenced by inflation and market competition. I'll use two economic frameworks, market structures and consumer produce and choice, and I'll apply three key Excel-based analytical tools, which are summary statistics, pivot tables, and regression analysis. My aim is to show how economic theory and data analytics can together generate practical insights into Woolworths' pricing decisions and market strategy. The business problem I'm addressing is how rising inflation affected Woolworths' pricing decisions, and what does this reveal about consumer behaviour and competition in the supermarket sector. Over the past few years, Australia has experienced sustained inflation, which has directly influenced grocery prices. Woolworths, as one of the two dominant supermarket chains alongside Coles, has faced a dual challenge of maintaining profit margins whilst remaining price competitive. Since consistent, detailed Woolworths sales data isn't publicly available, I created a proxy dataset to model price and quantity data for 100 grocery products over a 12-month period. The data simulates product prices, monthly sales volumes, and estimated costs. It is designed to mirror typical supermarket dynamics, higher prices leading to lower quantities sold, and vice versa, to allow for economic and analytical exploration. Next, we can interpret this through consumer produce and choice theory. Consumers aim to maximize utility within their budget constraints. When inflation pushes prices up, their real purchasing power falls. My simulated data shows a clear negative relationship between price and quantity demanded, confirming the law of demand. From a producer's perspective, Woolworths faces rising input costs such as fuel, logistics, and supplier costs. The firm's goal is to maximize profit where marginal revenue equals marginal cost. The data supports this. Woolworths appears to have passed on some cost increases to consumers, but not all. The price elasticity of demand, estimated from the regression, is about 0.45, meaning demand is relatively inelastic. In other words, consumers are not highly sensitive to price changes, likely because groceries are essential goods and Woolworths enjoys strong brand loyalty. This insight highlights the trade-off in producer choice. Raising prices helps maintain profit margin, but risks long-term customer dissatisfaction. In Excel, I use descriptive statistics tool to generate key metrics from the dataset. The results show the mean price is $6.20. The mean quantity is 1,150 units. The mean cost is $4.10. The mean profit margin is around 33%. The distribution is slightly right skewed, meaning a few premium products like meat and organic foods pull up the average price. Visualizing this in a bar chart, we see that price growth outpaced quantity growth in most product categories. This reinforces that while inflation increases Woolworths' revenue per unit, overall volumes softened slightly, a common pattern in inflationary markets. To analyze performance by category, I created an Excel pivot table. The pivot table grouped sales data into 5 product categories: fresh produce, packaged goods, beverages, household items, and frozen foods. From this, I found packaged goods had the highest total revenue, accounting for about 35% of total sales. Fresh produce showed the highest price growth, around 8%, likely due to the supply chain and weather disruptions. Frozen foods maintained stable demand, suggesting price-sensitive consumers substitute towards lower-cost storable items. By using a pivot chart, these results illustrate Woolworths' pricing adaptation strategy, selectively increasing prices where consumer demand is less elastic while maintaining competitiveness in more price-sensitive categories. Finally, I ran a simple linear regression in Excel to test the relationship between price and quantity sold. The regression equation was quantity equals 1,700 minus 90 times the price. With regression value being 0.62, this means about 62% of the variation in quantity sold can be explained by changes in price. The negative coefficient confirms the expected inverse relationship. By interpreting this economically, for every $1 increase in price, average quantity sold falls by about 90 units. This quantitative result supports the qualitative insights from earlier frameworks. Woolworths operates in an oligopolistic environment where demand is relatively inelastic, allowing for moderate price increases without drastic sales declines. In conclusion, this product demonstrates how economic theory and Excel-based analytics can be worked together to provide actionable business insights. From a market structure perspective, Woolworths pricing reflects typical oligopoly behavior. Cautious price adjustments influenced by competitor reactions. From a consumer and producer choice perspective, the analysis highlights the inelastic nature of grocery demand and the balance Woolworths must strike between profitability and affordability. Using Excel tools, summary statistics, and pivot tables and regression, I was able to translate these economic concepts into measurable data-driven outcomes in a professional context. These analytical and interpretive skills are highly relevant to roles such as business analyst, market researcher, or pricing strategy consultant. This project shows that I can apply both theoretical and quantitative reasoning to understand and solve complex business problems, skills that are directly transferable to data-driven decision-making roles in today's economy. Thank you for listening.